Everybody, welcome back to the Hollow Knight Marauders podcast and Hollow Knight Marauders Live. I'm AJ, joined here by a couple of Starfighter lovers.
Whoa. Starfighter lovers. What?
I may or may not have us on the TV in the other room, and I can hear myself. But Starfighter, we're going to talk about Starfighter. We're going to talk about concept art. How you guys doing? I'll be right back.
Doing really well.
I'll be here all week.
Glad to be here, AJ. Glad to be here.
We got the simulcast going on in our living room of our own stream.
How did we? Why? I can't. I could never.
We don't. It's funny because usually it always ends up being something that we'd like watch after of some like random video game stream that we're watching, and it's always great. But anyway, Starfighter.
Starfighter
news.
I was at work.
Yes.
As we all were. But I was like in the weeds at work. I saw the picture, but I know nothing else of what was talked about or announced. So explain to me.
All right. Let me pull up like the cast announcement because that was the big thing that got me.
The big thing that got me was they casually were like, here's this picture.
Yeah, that was great.
Ryan Gosling on a speeder.
That speeder looks like a slipper.
By the way, it's day one. It does look like
Dude, right? They're filming. They're filming right now.
Yeah.
Who the hell did that come from?
I'm
assuming it's Flynn Gray. That's the first name other than Ryan Gosling in the... Yep, he's a kid. Flynn Gray. What else has he been in? IMDb.
This is it. Star Wars.
He's been in Sherlock and Daughter. I don't know what that is. And Rose's War. I don't know what that is. He's also been in Borderline. I don't know what that is. Oh, he was in Wednesday. That's cool.
Oh, he was in
Starfighter? Yeah, he was in Starfighter, yeah. He plays Omar.
Do you guys know about the movie The Nice Guys?
The movie The Nice Guys. Have you guys ever heard of that? Have you guys seen that? Have you seen that one? That's pretty good. That's with Ryan Gosling. Yeah,
I recommended The Nice Guys to someone the other day.
Dude, you're doing
one of our regulars. They were talking about Big Lebowski, and I was like, "Oh, have you seen The Nice Guys?"
Dude, The Nice Guys and Big Lebowski go hand in hand. Like they perfectly complement each other comedy wise, for sure.
Starfighter. I mean, I don't know what to expect from Starfighter. Talk a little bit about the cast that got revealed.
So let me reveal the cast.
Finally coming full circle.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling, Flynn Gray, the kid. Then you have Matt Smith, Mia Goth, who has been really popular lately. Aaron Pierre, who's going to be the new Green Lantern. He's quite popular right now. Okay. Simon Bird, I don't know that name. Jameel Westman. Daniel Ings, I don't know these names, so if people in the chat could tell me where they're from. And then Amy Adams. Amy Adams is in this movie, so get ready for that.
Is Star Wars.
Buckle down. And I think I read somewhere, I think it's Eva Mendes or somebody else is also in this movie that was like, what the hell? Hold on,
cool.
let me look that up. I don't know for sure. I just dropped a name that I think it is, but I'm not.
Do you know who Mia Goth's husband is?
Mia Goth is married? I didn't even know that.
It's gotta be someone random that you know.
Take a wild guess.
Hayden Christensen.
No.
Not totally far off.
Well, it's not Ewan McGregor.
Far off, but not far off. Was in an Indiana Jones film. And he dug some holes in a desert.
Shia LaBeouf?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Mia Goth is married to Shia LaBeouf?
I want Shia LaBeouf in Star Wars. Is that a hot take?
That's a pretty hot take. He's been out of the limelight for a while.
Is he canceled or is he still cool?
I think he's canceled. I'm not entirely sure though.
I don't know what's going on with him, but I've always loved Shia LaBeouf's movies. People didn't like him as Mutt Williams. I liked him.
I liked Mutt Williams. I'm a Mutt Williams stan. I think that was the biggest. That was the biggest sin of Dial of Destiny was killing off Mutt Williams.
A lot of people don't like him in that movie. I don't really know why, but
killed him off.
I don't know why people didn't like him.
I don't know either. Maybe because he was like a brash greaser, jughead, jarhead.
Big deal.
Jarhead's military. Jughead was the right term.
He became a jarhead.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Did I use that right? I don't know.
Yeah, and then he died in the Vietnam War. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you kill Indy's only son?
Anyway, so Starfighter.
Look at that. You've got
I like those pipes in the back.
I like the pipes. I like the speeder.
Yeah, so they're out there. They're filming in the UK right now, right? So they're at
Father and Son.
Father and Son. We don't know that.
No,
I don't know that for sure. I'm just guessing.
Definitely
this is
found
family
situation.
Immediately.
Another foundling situation.
Yeah, that's all of Star Wars.
Why would it be anything else?
Okay,
so
that's fine.
When does this come out?
I'm sure it'll be
May
good.
2027.
7.
Yeah.
Right after Celebration.
Yeah, right after we get back from Celebration.
Yeah, well, not right after. But...
You know what I realized
What?
this week? By the time, well, right now, almost. Hang on. Let me rephrase this. Talk about something else, because now I know I did the math wrong in my head. So hang on a second.
Matt, let's talk about video games.
Okay. What's a video game that's coming out soon?
Like any video game? GTA
yeah,
6.
What's one you're looking forward to? GTA 6? That's never.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
I am too, dude. So much.
Jamie's been playing GTA 5. She's never played it. Watch
GTA 5 is a lot of fun.
It's good.
It's good. I know what happens. I watched AJ play it in the past and tons of gameplay and all the memes and everything, but I never played it myself.
It's one of the rare games. I think I enjoy Jamie. I enjoy watching Jamie play over me playing it. Like, I always love playing a game first. I don't like watching people play video games. I know you guys both like it, but I've enjoyed watching Jamie play it for some reason. But I
enjoy watching people play video games in the same room. I'm not somebody who likes watching people play video games online.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Chad told me to get Helldivers. I don't know much about Helldivers.
I hear good things about Helldivers.
It's not a battle royale game, right? It's like
it's a horde kind of game. It's like zombies.
Okay. I can get around that.
But it's bugs. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about GTA. Yeah, it's bugs. You kill bugs. It's
big old bug guy.
Starship Troopers. Spaceship Troopers. Okay. It's Starship Troopers. It's literally a rip off of that, like to a fault, to a T.
To a T.
Literally. What was I going to say? I had something witty to say about GTA and I've lost it. It's all gone. Oh yeah, you should have seen my dad play GTA 5. That was funny.
When was that?
I tried to get him to play LA Noire because he's a humongous Noire fan.
Yeah.
But the first time we played it, as soon as he hopped into the car, he was hitting everything. He was just bouncing off of walls, crashing into light posts, running over pedestrians. He couldn't get to his next mission.
Driving in video games takes time to learn.
So I was like, all right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to sit you down. We're going to play GTA 5. It's the same controls, and you're just going to drive around the city for a while.
You can have your partner drive in LA Noire, though.
Yeah, I know. But I wanted to teach him how to drive. I wanted to see if I could teach him how to drive in GTA 5. So I slapped him down in the seat. I gave him the controller. I said, you're going to drive in GTA 5 for a while, and you're going to learn the controls. He said, oh, okay. And he was awful. We couldn't teach him.
I can't imagine my dad playing any video game, let alone GTA 5. So
my dad, he was tearing it up on the Intellivision back in the day, dude. Put Tetris in front of that man, and he'll go for hours. But as soon as you put any video game that you can beat in front of him, he just doesn't. It doesn't compute. He doesn't understand the concept of a video game that you can finish, like beat. He's just so used to those puzzle games that he just doesn't get it.
Right.
Yeah, I bet that's going to be us in the future. Our grandkids are going to be like, "Oh, play this," and it's going to be like some incomprehensible thing that we have absolutely no.
It's going to be getting to that point a little bit.
I'm already like
into our brains. We're going to be in the 5th dimension playing.
I'm already like a couple weeks.
We're going to be like, "What is this?"
Literally, like a few weeks ago, AJ and I went to IKEA for a new set of furniture, and I'm looking at the screen for payment, and I literally couldn't find the pay button.
That was right in front of you. I was like, I don't know how you don't see it, but
I simply did not see it, and I felt like such a inept, technologically inept. I've never had that experience in my life before, so it's happening.
I think it was a one-off.
So
was it? I'm concerned.
Today I had to go work on like a sound system for like the senior center in the town I work in. And I went to like this main area where the sound system is, and they were having like an hour of this woman playing the piano and just a bunch of old folks singing. And I was just like really charmed by that. And I was like I always think like the previous 2 generations, like boomers and what is it, the greatest generation? Sure. They don't know how to be old people, because for some reason they just don't know like how to spend their time. I don't know. Like you're just like stuck like watching TV and you can't do anything else. But like we're gonna have so much to do when we're old. I'm really looking forward to that aspect of it and no other aspects of it. But
what are we gonna
I'm concerned we don't know how to spend our time. But that's another topic for another day. So
I mean, when we have nothing else going on,
friends at the cabin.
I know how to fill my time pretty well. I know what to do. It's just going to be tons of GTA 6 because there's going to be no other GTA games.
I was gonna say all you do is watch YouTube videos and that's it.
Yeah,
That's like
video
different from the old people watching TV.
because I'm learning things. They just watching Fox News. There's a difference.
Oh well, I'm learning things every time I watch Shawshank. I learn something.
No, that's different. That's a different kind of learning.
Every time Andy Dufresne escapes,
read Shawshank.
an angel gets its wings.
Like about a month ago. It was really good, but whatever.
Speaking of which, no chance we're seeing Jaws tonight.
No,
I was hoping to make it for 10 p.m. here. It's 9:06 p.m. We'll see. So, anyways,
I'm really glad I did my Spielberg-a-thon instead of waiting for it to come out in theaters. Total fumble on it coming out in August. Very disappointed in that.
I watch Jaws once a week. It's nothing. I know. I want to go see it on the big screen. I'm going to go this weekend.
I know, but why would they do that? I don't know why they would wait till like September.
Labor Day bonanza. I don't know.
Labor Day bonanza.
The beaches will be open for Labor Day.
What's your excitement meter for Starfighter?
I'm really excited.
I'd say 7 out of 10 maybe. For me,
I think I'm probably also at a 7, but I am really excited for it. It's the kind of thing I forgot that it like was happening. Like that being said, I bought like a dupe of like the Ryan Gosling like hat that says "May the Force be with you." Like,
I'll go 7.
I'm excited for that, but like seeing the picture get posted today out of nowhere, like we knew they were in pre-production, but seeing it just like posted that like, "Hey, we're filming," it was just like, "Oh my god, stay calm, guys! It's happening. They're filming a new Star Wars movie." That's like. That's
unheard of
at a place, not like the Mandalorian in like a room with screens. Like
Mandalorian and Grogu or Starfighter. What's higher?
Starfighter.
I'll probably say Starfighter too.
Me too. It's not. I don't think it's close.
I think it's close because I really like the New Republic era, but dude, post sequel era, holy hell, like that's crazy, right?
And it's Gosling.
I'm excited.
I love Ryan Gosling.
Like
I'm not big on popular actors being in Star Wars movies. I want like the unknowns.
I'm sort of with you, but it's Ryan Gosling. I love Ryan Gosling.
I'm just excited for something new. Like I love him, and the Amy Adams casting caught me off guard. I'm super excited for Mia Goth. Like I'm excited to see like what she's gonna bring to the table for Star Wars because she's awesome. But like I'm just excited for something new. Like I love Mando and the Green Bean, but at the same time I'm sick and tired of Mando and the Green Bean, and I think they should stay as a show. But that's a different can of worms. So. Yeah,
Matt, you and I have this our thing with this move with Mando and Grogu. So I'm surprised you say it's close.
Matt likes the Mandalorian a lot more than we give him credit for, and a lot more that he won't like admit it himself. He likes the Mandalorian a lot.
I do. I really do. I don't hate the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is like the crux of the New Republic era. You know, I mean that's what introduced us to that era.
Yeah.
I have an insane fondness. Some decisions I didn't like in the story, but whatever, you know.
The only thing about Mando and Grogu that I'm excited for is the potential that Timothy Olyphant is going to be back. He has been like out and about doing media for Alien much recently. My feed is flooded with Timothy Olyphant like thirst traps, and I'm like,
don't even get me started. He is so good in that show; it's actually unbelievable. He's my favorite character by
leaps and bounds.
We want to watch it. Yeah,
he plays such a good synth. It's actually unbelievable, and his character.
When has he ever been
so good? I've only seen him in 2 things, and I've loved him in 2 things. So
he was even good in the Die Hard movie where he was the villain.
What the hell was he a Die Hard villain movie?
The one where he captured Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Is that the one with what's his name? Justin Long?
Yep.
No, really?
Yeah, because Justin Long gets together with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who is Bruce Willis's daughter. Speaking of which, I heard today Bruce Willis had to go into something. So
yeah,
sad,
wishing him comfort.
Yeah.
Hope he's comfortable.
Yeah. So Timothy Olyphant,
bar none.
Awesome. He better be in Mando and Grogu. Long story short,
I don't think he is, but I think he'll be in whatever's after that. But fingers crossed.
I think so too. And apparently, according to like rumors have been circulating that if the Mandalorian and Grogu do well, there's like a whole trilogy like in mind of like, ooh, we're gonna do like Mando, Grogu 2, Mando, Grogu 3. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I want that. I mean, I guess. I mean, there's so much New Republic content.
So easily persuaded.
I'll consume it.
Yeah, I mean,
Matt was so angry about
Star Wars being
announced.
I'll watch it.
I need a trilogy.
No, I didn't say I need a trilogy.
Okay.
I am not.
You heard it here first. He wants a trilogy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got me. You've convinced me.
I guess we can get on with our concept art discussion.
Get on with it. Yeah.
Get on with the point of the stream.
So we're going to, I cheated, of course, but we're going to get on with talking about concept art across the saga film, Skywalker Saga. We each kind of picked 2 prequel concept arts, 2 original trilogy concept arts, and sequel trilogy concept arts. I kind of chose like 5 of each, but we'll see. Honorable mentions. I had to throw in some honorable mentions. I like too many.
I know. That was also hard to. I am a big trilogy guy. I think all stories should be told in trilogies if you're going to do a sequel.
Every single one.
I think every story deserves 3 if you're going to do that. If you're just going to make 1 and 2, it feels incomplete because that just feels like a middle and a like a beginning and a middle.
I'm with you there. No end. I agree.
Because usually stories are 3
you either do 1 or you do 3. Can't do
exactly. 2. That's my opinion. That's my feeling.
Unless you're Andor. Although Rogue One is the 3rd.
Rogue One is the 3rd of the Andor trilogy. Yeah.
Arguably, yeah.
Solved. All right. Who wants to kick us off?
Cleared that up.
You do.
Okay. Matt, pull up my pictures.
All right. Let me find your pictures.
I don't know what you're going to pull up, but I'll talk about it once you do.
Drum roll, please.
Going off the cuff.
We got...
So these are my prequel ones. This is not the prequels.
No. I missed.
That was Empire Strikes Back. If you're listening at home, we're talking about concept art.
You cheated and picked 3. You cheated and picked 3. Just want to point that out.
Sure, when we saved it, it was all on 3, but this is great. You can't really see the bottom, but that's...
we'll see that later because that's ones I picked.
The bottom is definitely a Doug Chang, right? I don't know if these are all Doug Chang.
The bottom one is definitely a Doug Chang.
I don't know if the top one
I think the middle one is too, but I don't know if the top one is. Because usually you'd see a signature in the bottom left, but
I can see it. I can see it in the middle. I don't see it at the top though.
Just gonna grab this funny edit.
So, Matt will talk about that bottom one later, and the middle one. I mean, we're gonna talk a lot about Doug Chang tonight. Doug Chang,
he's a legend.
Unbelievable. One of our favorite people at Lucasfilm. I know we listed something once where we talked about our favorite execs at Lucasfilm, and Jamie said Doug Chang, and we gave it a standing ovation.
Yeah, it was,
all of us were literally like, "Whoa!"
I don't remember what that was.
The question was, "What Star Wars creator would you most want to meet?" And I said Doug Chang because I think that would be the coolest one.
And that won. That immediately won.
Doug Chang is the man. He's the man.
But I chose this collection of photos because of the top one. It's literally just Jango Fett chilling in his room, with his arm up, sitting like a Jarl in Skyrim. And I like that. I like that lima bean table. Very nice. That's in the movie. I'll have to go look. That's
true.
I love both ways of when concept art looks just like how the movie comes out, and I love when it looks nothing like when the movie comes out. And I'll keep talking about that as we go on.
Same.
And I found this is obviously from the second of the trilogy of the prequels, but I like the concept art from the first movie most of the time because it looks nothing like what it's gonna look like, and I like that. Whereas you get to the second movie and all the art looks like Daisy Ridley, looks like Adam Driver, looks like Liam Neeson, and so on.
Right.
Whereas the first one, it just looks like random person, Kira, as Kira.
Yeah. Because the artists are forced to just pluck a face out of their ass and just slap it on because nobody's been cast yet. And you don't have
Phantom Menace. We'll get to Phantom Menace, but Phantom Menace has wild concept art. It's so good. But I'm done with these. If you want to go to the next one.
All right, number 2. Hey,
this one here, Phantom Menace. So this looks nothing like what the Jedi end up looking like in the prequels, of course. But I think they kind of went off, and I'm kind of talking out of my ass here. I don't know the full reason they chose things, but I think I read that they were kind of going off of what Luke's look in Return of the Jedi was. He was black, and it kind of looks reminiscent of that. But then they were like, "Oh, that's not what a Jedi looks like," and then they went with the. It's funny seeing my arms I
told you to move the cameras around.
No, it's fine.
And then somebody was like, "Wait a minute, let's look at
Owen
Lars's outfit."
Yeah, exactly.
Wait a minute, go run that back. Owen Lars, that's what a Jedi looks like.
They all look like Owen Lars.
They all look like Owen Lars.
This is Obi-Wan here, I presume. It looks like
Obi-Wan, I presume.
I guess. And he has the braid. He has the long braid. So they didn't know what they were doing with the braids going into it, of course.
No,
if you watch the behind the scenes thing, which we love, George is talking about like multiple braids, one really long braid. They're playing around with it. And look at those boots, like knee pads and boots. It looks like a Batman outfit.
He looks like a catcher. He looks like an ump.
He does look like an ump.
It's funny with like the knee pads and everything, because like they still you still find influences like even to concept art that was never used into like other areas within Star Wars, like as it progresses, because like the knee pads and the boots and in the pants like that are super they're super Mara Jade, and so it's like really funny that they took that like inspiration probably like from her like a little bit, and then she was continuing to be drawn that way until no more.
We know George like Mara.
It's really funny.
Yeah, I love Mara Jade. But yeah, I mean, it's super interesting seeing what like the Jedi were supposed to be, like what people thought the Jedi would be before the prequels came out. And this piece of concept art definitely riffs heavily off of that. There's like that one trading card, I think, that has Anakin and like proto Padme with Luke in like her arms, and he's sitting in the back, and he's got his arms
something from the Bible, basically.
Yeah, and he's like mad. He's like, Meh.
Yeah.
I'm in.
And he looks like Luke.
Yeah.
Like
but that's like kind of what they thought Jedi looked like. They all dressed in black because of Luke in Return of the Jedi, and
that I don't know what changed yesterday.
I don't know what changed in terms of like making the robes brown and making the tunics like a cream color and giving them like a big bulky belt.
Owen Lars.
Yeah, literally, that's the funniest thing. It's like literally like, oh, let's take Owen Lars. Right. Slow and low. Let's take slow and low. Slow and Lars. Jeez,
he's an iconic glove. Low and Lars.
So there's my prequel choices. I thought I had some more like cheat code picks, but
I don't see any other prequel stuff.
Maybe they didn't make the cut.
You did have one that I also used, and so I guess I'll go next.
So Matt, whoever wants to go next.
Whichever.
Well, Jamie said it first, so
okay. So
Jamie goes.
Jamie first.
Well, I'll dip into the one that AJ also had in there. So like the classic Darth Maul art,
long neck Maul.
So like, just like Maul in the gold was just like everyone knows about this art at this point in time. I'm just.
I was doing the arms.
Whoa, it's me.
Return to slab.
Golden Maul.
Whenever you think like prequel concept art, it's funny to me. This is like the first thing that I like think of is actually this exact piece of Darth Maul art. There's also like that other like really spooky one of just like with like the dreadlocks and everything, which is also really cool. But I didn't want to share that one because I had another choice. But whenever you talk concept art as well, you can't not mention Ian McCaig, or maybe it's Ian, because he also has done a ton of character work, and like seeing this version of Maul and then how it actually like evolves and everything. And we never have, seen Maul in gold at this point in time. Maybe we will in Shadow.
Whoa! Awesome
Maybe.
job.
Can we put that guy's head on that concept art?
We'll have to figure that out later.
I don't know how to pronounce the artist's name either. Ian McCaig. I don't. But there was really quick. There was a Lego set. Of course, I bring up Lego. It was a Mosaic Sith set. The one in the living room that has I did Kylo. You can either do Maul, Vader, or Kylo. And they give you in the instruction booklet a little podcast you can listen to while you're building it. And it's all the concept artists talking about how they wanted to do all these villains. And then when they talked about Maul, they were like, George said, like, give me the scariest thing you can think of. And that's how they kind of got through all those, which is really cool. But
literally, he was like, give me your nightmares. So people started drawing their nightmares. And somebody drew Maul. Somebody dreamed of Maul.
Jamie had this poster. I got this poster from a friend, but I have this one in the corner, and it's in my room here. And it's actually, half of it's peeking out, so it's really scary. But...
Go grab it, AJ. The way that I had this like propped up recently, AJ was like, "We gotta move this. I cannot have this like staring at me."
Oh yes. But it's like it's half the face.
He's just poking out.
Half of it was like poking out from like around the corner, and AJ's just sitting there at his desk, like, I can't have this staring at me. We gotta move this thing.
Oh yeah.
He's poking out, and he's just like, "Mom, I grew up." He's just
Larry. What's going on, man?
Larry,
Thanks for popping in. That's Lego Larry.
Lego Larry. Whoa.
What else we got? Okay, but yeah,
So
that was the
Maul,
mall.
very scary.
The other prequel one that I wanted to chat about really quick was more of a sketch. So this one's a Doug Chang sketch, which is just one of the first like ship/droid ones. But I love this one of the battle droid and then the vulture droid, and like you get the sense of scale. And they're not quite reduced into jokes yet. They look actually scary. So we don't have like the vulture droids like giggling at each other and whatnot, but like I love the way that they like, talk to each other.
In Revenge of the Sith, yeah. We know how I feel about that.
But I like this a lot because it's simple. It looks like a blueprint, if anything, and it's a classic Doug Chang piece with just like the sleek lines and everything. And it's just classic Phantom Menace.
I like the date.
Think of immediately.
October 7th, 1997. I mean, we're coming
up on the anniversary
of
this picture.
Of this picture specifically.
I love this is just like a sketch he did, but like look how detailed it is. It looks like the hangar. Like you can see the back and everything. It's so good. I love Doug Chang.
It's almost like he's like seriously good at his job.
Professional, you know.
He's actually good at art. Matt, he could do your comic book.
There you go. Doug Chang, if you're listening, I have an idea. You should reach out to me. We should collab.
What?
All right. Is that all of the prequel pictures?
Those are meant to highlights for prequel, yeah.
Two Phantom Menace.
So let's do
3 Phantom Menace concept art so far. Can we keep the train? Oh yeah.
Hey.
So this one's peak.
So there we have Obi-Wan again, fake Obi-Wan, with the boots, no knee pads this time. Definitely looking more samurai than, I would say than the last one. Actually, you know what? That might be Qui-Gon.
It might,
but he has the braid.
Saber.
Yeah, but
and he was just cutting through the door.
Doug Chang does all green sabers for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, he was cutting through the door, so maybe that is Qui-Gon. I know Qui-Gon at one point was supposed to be Asian, so maybe that's him.
But as Chad said earlier, definitely going for the samurai look in this concept art, which is really
for sure.
Cool.
Look at him. But I like the shoulder pads.
I know.
And the top knot, like ponytail, definitely evokes samurai.
Shizor-esque.
Hey, Phil! Phil made it for the concept art episode, guys.
Yes. I was hoping you'd make it.
There he is. He's been summoned.
Listen to us blabber on. Blabber on. Yeah, just hop in.
Just talk to us about these.
Yeah,
we don't know what we're talking about.
We had no idea. Look at this. I have no friggin' clue. But look at this. Look at those droidicas. Cool. I like. It seems early on they had the idea for the ball droids. I mean, I don't know when this. They didn't date this one, so. But I just love
probably 97.
All of Doug Chang's paintings. They're just. You could frame them. I could literally. I want to take like all of these pieces of art and just frame them and put them on my wall because they're all just like so evocative of just like Star Wars. You know, they're just
the color too.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at how just bright and orangey the colors look.
Orange.
I just and I want to. I'll point this out later, but I don't know if it's just like a thing with concept artists, or if Doug Chang is specifically trying to evoke Ralph McQuarrie with the way he draws his lightsabers. But he draws his lightsabers the same way Ralph did. You know, very conical, bright at the base, like tapers off at the tip, kind of fades out. Oh yeah, right, Phil. Yeah, that's a good point.
The stringy hair one is scary. We couldn't even put it on here. It's too scary.
Stringy hair was way too scary. That's why I went with the
But nowadays, I mean, that's basically Mother Talzin. Basically, like just like a night sister.
Yeah,
like.
Yeah. Didn't they translate it into a comic as well? Not to completely like derail us. They translated it over to
Yeah, they did.
The
to
recent
like an Unlimited or something.
Afra comic.
Oh, you're talking about that?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
There was a character that like kind of like. Anyway, continue.
We got boots on the ground at Dragon Con. How's it going?
Oh gosh,
wild and crazy.
Are the boots down? Because I know it's
the boots are up.
Put them back on, dude. You can't be walking around. Can't be walking around without boots at Dragon Con. Your foot stepped on.
What else we got?
All right, so second
What's
piece
your
of
next
concept
prequel?
art. This one. So again, we have a very samurai look. Now this is interesting because this is Attack of the Clones. So obviously this is a stylistic choice from Doug, right? Like the first one, it's like, oh, you know, does the Jedi look like a samurai? I don't really know what the look is going to be yet, but like here's an idea of what it might look like. But this one's Attack of the Clones. We already have Phantom Menace in our back pockets. We already know what people are going to look like. So this is just a total stylistic choice on Doug's part, and I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But like, look at how cool that looks.
Almost
Again,
sounds
it's
like
just like a painting.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gorgeous.
I like how Django looks more like Boba in this than he does in the final movie. I think it's the cape. Honestly, I think it's just the cape. I can understand them not wanting to put a big, like honking wet cape on Jango Fett while he's trying to fly around and do stuff. But also looks sick. So,
this looks so good. The lightning, the rain sweeping over Obi-Wan.
Everything.
Once again, the colors.
Once again, Obi-Wan is dressed in all black and has a green lightsaber
and a brown cape. It's almost very Dooku-esque. The way
I picked these two pictures specifically because it's almost like they tell a story, like just in and of themselves, like their own original. That's like its own original Star Wars character who's just like facing off against droidekas and meeting Darth Maul on like a Jango Fett on like a rain-swept planet. I really like just this look that they have about them, and I'm just realizing now I didn't pick a Ralph McQuarrie picture with a lightsaber, so I can't even showcase what I'm talking about. So maybe I'll grab one of those while we talk. Yeah. So let me pull up the famous Ralph McQuarrie lightsaber.
You gotta pull up an Obi-Wan concept art from Revenge of the Sith too. You gotta have
I couldn't even find them. I couldn't even find it.
There was a few on Mustafar. I almost pulled up one from Mustafar where there's like a beast next to Anakin and Obi-Wan dueling.
Oh, I gotta find that.
That one's wild.
I gotta find the beast. All right, let me see. This is okay. So let me just quickly pull up the Ralph McQuarrie to show you what I'm talking about. So like you have, like take a look at this lightsaber and like this lightsaber, and now look at how Ralph drew them. I know it's kind of but like big
to small.
Yeah, big to small, conical, very bright at the tip. You know, these ones don't even have any color to them. I know some of the ones he drew
those are flashlights,
have color, but I know they really are. But yeah, Doug just does an amazing job. Like I said, I want to take these two pictures and just frame them as pieces of art. You know, they're just
Nathan does as well.
You know, I think we have like prints of them somewhere.
Paintings. Oh, they definitely.
We definitely
do.
in
no
the basement. Phantom Menace. We have some prints in the basement.
They're in the basement.
Oh. They're in like they're in a chest in the basement, like a protected. I mean, it might be up here. I don't know though. I'll have to go through them. But no, the prequel art. I wish we could. So we did these tonight. Like we're gonna keep going through the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy, but we're gonna do many of these episodes over time. It's just something cool to talk about. We can't talk about all. I was talking to Matt yesterday, I think, on the phone. He's like, "Oh, we're only doing like a few," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, we can't talk about all of Star Wars concept art in one sitting. Like, it has to be over time with different pieces." So true.
I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised between the two of you guys that this didn't come up.
Oh. See, I had it. Matt and I both wanted it, and I think we
because
we canceled each other out
between the two of you. Okay, well we're gonna talk about it because between the two of you and me, the N1 Starfighter is literally one of like that is like the favorite ship of the Holonet Marauders.
It's my favorite Starfighter. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's another iconic Doug Chang design, and so
we had one hanging up in Boston.
And you know where it's gonna be hanging up in the Lucas Museum now. So
in my living room. Oh yeah, I have the inflatable one.
I don't think it's the same one, but imagine if it was. Where is that one? Probably just like scrapped somewhere. But God,
I emailed the archivist at Museum of Science Boston. It's true. But...
Yeah. You know, but yeah. Anyway, but that one definitely need to get mentioned because you guys always talk about if Starfighter.
Oh man,
it's a beaut. This might be the best of Doug Chang's art.
Wall size version of that image.
It's so good.
I could stare at that all day, Phil. I'd never get any work done if I was in that office. I'd never get any work done. I'd be staring at this all day.
I need this painted on my ceiling.
Right?
You know, we might have to make a project out of that.
It's gonna look terrible compared to what Doug Chang did.
You never know.
It's gonna be like 8-bit.
Well, after Doug Chang finishes collaborating with me, I can send him over to your place and he can paint it on your wall.
Right. I'll help him out.
Yeah.
I'll hold the ladder.
Yeah.
And since it got mentioned, and so we kept mentioning obviously like the second scariest thing. This was the scariest thing. The scariest thing you've ever seen. But what I was mentioning, the scariest thing you ever seen was definitely the inspiration for this character, which showed up in the comic run.
Right.
Scott
Okay, I
versus Dead.
remember
I think
her
she
now.
was just like the archivist.
She was great.
She was really
I
cool.
remember her now.
You can definitely see spooky, scary inspiration. But
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Definitely. No question.
just a really cool character. Yeah, that's pretty. And like AJ said, like we'll talk more another time about like other pieces that are our favorites. We just wanted to like dip our toes into this and be like, all right, so concept art, look at this thing.
He's been dying to talk about concept art.
He's been dying to talk about concept art, guys. Come on.
Are we on the original trilogy now?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the original trilogy. What do we got? You have 6 original trilogy pictures, AJ.
Yep.
You have 6.
Some of them go together.
Cut it down from there.
All right.
AJ, why don't you drive your own? Since you're gonna be
Matt,
actually
pull them up and I'll
Here we go.
knock them out.
Here's the first one I pulled up
Ooh,
earlier.
My favorite one.
All right,
So
this is his favorite one.
I did a lot of sketches. I like the sketches that I found through these. But
Yeah,
so
you
this
did.
one of my favorite things about concept art is literally it's a concept, and they don't always use it, but down the road they use it again. Oh, they will use it. And I have a few of those tonight, as you'll see from this trilogy and the sequel trilogy. But this right here, does this look familiar?
Yeah,
Yes.
Does this Walker
the one
look
from
familiar?
Rebels.
Mhm.
So this, as Matt said, is the ATDP from Rebels and not the ATST, which was probably the proposal there for Empire Strikes Back. Love it.
Though, funny enough, there are ATSTs in Empire Strikes Back that do look sort of similar to that, but not completely. You know,
But Rebels
look
brought it in
weird.
full swing. I'm sure there
Rebels
was,
brought so much into full swing.
and I mean it makes sense because Rebels used the McQuarrie.
well, yeah,
Animation, I'll call it,
They
you know,
dug into
artwork.
that stuff completely. They recycled so much. Freak ass Chewbacca survived. I'm very proud of him into becoming Zeb. So very proud, very happy about that.
Are you pulling up a?
No, it's too much work.
Okay.
I pulled it up and I was like, yeah, it looks different from a regular ATST, but it doesn't look that different.
I'm glad Phil made it because he can give credit where we don't know where to give credit. So
Joe Johnston, like the Joe Johnston, or like another Joe Johnston. I know he worked.
The Joe Johnston.
He must have. Wow, Joe Johnston. He's one of my favorite directors. One of the most underrated directors of all time.
I think I have other sketches from him in here.
Dude, The Rocketeer. I will continue to push that movie for as long as I live. It's one of my all-time favorites. Joe Johnston, absolute legend.
Oh, and he did First Avenger too, right? So
yeah, he did First Avenger because he did Rocketeer.
Did you watch? I'm gonna out you now, Matt. I'm gonna put you on the spot, but don't feel bad. Did you watch the ILM documentary that they did?
No.
Very good. I mean, you know, Jamie and I love our behind the scenes stuff, as you probably do a little bit too, but love it. But I learned in that George I could be wrong, but George helped pay for Joe Johnston to go to film school or something. So that's how they kind of formed that, and they obviously were working on Star Wars together. And then I was like, oh, Joe Johnston, he did Captain America, he did a bunch of stuff. So,
dude, Rocketeer is fun. It's a fun movie. If you ever get a chance, guys, watch Rocketeer. It's one of my all-time favorites. Thank you, Nathan. I agree. It's simply one of the best. He did a fantastic job. It's like Spielbergian, very Spielbergian. He did a really good job at that. All right, so let's pull up number 2.
Yes.
Oh, another sketch.
So
another solid one.
This wasn't labeled on there. Maybe this was Phil will probably know. But I love, in Empire Strikes Back, we get to see when Vader's helmet comes on and off. So I love these little sketches of it. I love little, schematics of how things work. Simple schematics.
Schematic.
And it kind of everything's a little labeled here, like, oh, here's a spring in here, and this is how this works. It's very cool. And I think there's a second picture that goes along with this.
All right, let's see. Is it
somewhere?
Is it this one? Got it.
So it's kind of like the back view.
Yeah,
I don't know. These are cool because I like the coffee stains on there, and
dude, it's it's like cut out. I mean, look at it, it's chopped up.
Yeah. So I don't know, the concept art that we see that always looks professional, is really cool. But I like how there's the beginnings of it, like the sketches. We see it a lot with Filoni now. He does his little sketches in his notebook. So it's it feels very grounded. It's like something, this is nothing like I could draw probably, of course, but this is something we would doodle down and to come up with an idea, and I love how that maybe this is where it starts before it gets to the next step of looking so good.
Yeah, I can imagine George just being like, and then he puts his helmet on, with like a little robot, and then some guy's like, oh, what the hell does that mean? And then he has to like sketch it. He comes up with this. I could see that.
I could see that too. I mean, that looks very.
These are just super clean for something that's like sketched. You know,
even that like the base of that arm thing, holding the helmet, that looks like. Super
I wonder
nice.
what's the thing underneath the arm. What is that?
Little
guy.
Mark,
is that the
Mark
overhead? Is that the overhead? That's the overhead.
Yeah.
That's like the overhead.
You can see like his like legs and whatnot.
Oh,
so
yeah, his legs are sticking out the top. Then he's got the
back.
head. And he's got the shoulder pads.
Good eye, Matt. That's good.
Wow.
I didn't even notice that when picking it up.
Yeah, I was trying to make heads or tails of that. I couldn't, but I got it.
Overhead.
All right, number 3.
Even Brent saw that. Nice. So this one, Slave 1. Gotta love Slave 1 work. But
gotta love that.
I picked this solely because look at 2 stormtroopers. It looks like they're holding a mummy.
First of all, what the hell's up with Han there?
They didn't know what a carbonite block would look like yet, I imagine.
It's true. They're just carrying Han Solo up,
I love the little ILM
thing.
thing.
It's so heavy.
Right.
What the hell is this thing?
What does this guy want? I don't know. Clearly, I went with all these sketches.
You like the sketches?
Nothing wrong with that.
I found a collection of them. And I just went wild, and
there's nothing wrong with the sketches.
I think I have a Cloud City one on here too. I don't know if that made it in.
Boo.
Yeah. So another possibly coffee stained sketch of Cloud City.
I can't read the name on the side there.
Maybe we'll resort to Phil.
I like.
I don't know if this is the Joe sketch or if the other one was the Joe sketch.
The Slave 1 was the Joe Johnson. I'm gonna assume that. That's what he meant.
Go to the ATDP and then go to the Slave 1. We'll look at the penmanship. Okay. Yep, I can see it.
I can see that. And this one honestly kind of does too.
Yeah.
This is a great
watch us be wrong though. We could very well be wrong.
Totally wrong.
So this was actually the first one I chose in my lists when I was going through them.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I like how it's like it's like mirrored,
Yeah.
They had the idea to like have Cloud City. Like, is this supposed to be like a funnel? Are they sucking up the gas like underneath? Like, or is that exactly like more city?
That makes a lot of sense, actually. That it's like, the concept is they're literally just sucking the gas out of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't
know.
Boba's ship is by Joe.
This
Cloud
is a
City's Ralph. That's a Ralph. That's our vintage Ralph. That's good.
Nice. Very nice.
I like the clouds. I like the way he like just doodled the clouds.
But somehow it's like
literally just scribbles. But it works.
It's just a squiggle, but it looks so good.
Dude, it's better than I could have done. Like a simple cloud scribble. Like, how are these people so talented?
An artist squiggle is different from you or I squiggling.
Dude, it really is.
You and I squiggling.
It really is.
But yeah, there's my OTs. I think that was all of them. All 7 of them.
I think so.
That's pretty good.
As we were supposed to choose 2, but I chose whatever.
Yeah, you chose a lot.
I had to. They went together.
All right, Jamie, let's get
told a story
here.
Okay, so this has already come up once already, but I'm gonna just throw them up there
Woo!
again.
Freak ass Chewbacca, baby.
Original Chewbacca.
Look at that guy.
Also, original Han concept. I love this concept. It's always been one of my favorite things. Like OG Chewie was so scary looking, and then they ended up making him Zeb.
Can you imagine?
But
Can you imagine that guy?
But I actually imagine this like.
I can't believe we're about to see this in live action.
We have seen it in live action, but he looks good at this point. And so I think this is the kind of thing where like original Chewie almost looks more to fantasy than he does like an actual like alien, if that makes sense. And so I don't know. That's just the vibe I always got from it. But like this sketch always makes me laugh so hard. Because Chewie's
is that a
terrifying.
mustache or a nose? It's terrifying. Freak ass Chewbacca.
I don't know. He's just terrifying. And then also like OG like concept Han is like Robin Hood over here and his like funny looking boots. And
that's Mungo Baobab, dude. That's Mungo Baobab hanging out. I was just
trying to pull up a picture of him.
Hanging out with his freak ass.
But yeah, there it is again. 2 things made for the first movie concept wise, but they end up using them somewhere else down the road. One much sooner and then one later on in something that's also just super beloved. And like that's just like really cool.
And just to
Kind
run
of
it
like-
back quickly for our listeners, Phil says that the Cloud City was originally designed by Ralph as an Imperial space station for episode 4. So probably not a funnel at the bottom. Probably just like more base, like
Just
the deep
station.
like dregs.
Yeah.
More base.
Nice Speedo Han, yeah.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Look at that thing.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
very.
pulled up a picture of Mungo.
You don't have a picture of Mungo ready to go at all times?
No, he's
I will
not
from
when we
here
have
on
ready to go.
He's not a true Mungo head. Sorry, dude.
Pretty much each of the concepts that I picked were ones that ended up becoming something else like later on, which I didn't really notice until now, but it makes sense because a lot of the OT stuff that Ralph McQuarrie drew ended up becoming just like the basis for all of it. So like, there we go. There he is.
There he is.
Mungo.
He's beautiful. Good old Mungo.
Should I do a Mungo cosplay for 77? 27.
Yeah, and I'll be an Ewok. No, I'll be a droid.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll be cartoon
version of Chewie.
Yeah, freak ass Chewie. I'll do that.
Can I see the Speedo again?
Pew, pew.
Oh yeah, look at that. We had Speedo Dodana in the Olympics.
Yep.
Now we have
Speedo fake Han. I love that was just a thing that they used to do back in the day when you were designing somebody to give them texture. You just put their underwear on the outside. It's
why
really
not?
Cool. Very endearing.
Not normal. So why not?
What was he holding in that? Sorry to pull it up for the 5th time.
It looks like a lightsaber. Looks like a lightsaber.
Yep. Okay.
And I can see that. I can
Flashlight.
see that being like a thing that they didn't quite nail down to the Jedi yet. I think that was honestly the case. Because I think in Splinter, the Mind's Eye, somebody has a lightsaber, and they don't lightsabers aren't as special as they become later
Look at those
on.
boots. Look at both of their boots.
I know.
Han has
look at Chewie's knees,
fantasy boots. I don't know what you call that.
He's got swashbuckler boots on.
Yeah, swashbuckler. There you go.
He's got swashbuckler boots on. Yeah. All right.
Monkey Island boots.
Yeah, that's it. Second concept art from Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So this one is pretty underrated in my opinion. This was one that I stumbled upon in my research for this tonight, and I had never actually seen it before, and so I wanted to highlight it because it's Luke, and it's supposed to be like the bowels of like Cloud City and whatnot. But take a look at like the vat on the crane behind him and everything. That's not something we end up seeing on Cloud City, but that is something we end up seeing on Geonosis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is
in
you're
Prequel
absolutely
trilogy.
right.
And so I was like, man, look at this. This is really cool because like we have Luke in his like
and honestly,
this
looks like Return of the Jedi Luke.
Now that I'm like looking at it more, it does look like Return of the Jedi Luke, but like it's still just so cool to see.
The janitor look.
He's in shadow regardless, but it's definitely something that wasn't used for original trilogy, but they liked it enough where they're like, hey, let's take this and put it in the prequels. And so this was just like a really cool one, an underrated example of that like popping up in a future time.
Yeah, that's a good one because I hadn't seen that before. This is really
nice.
Obscure one you found.
Yeah, this is like a underrated one.
I like the blue steam coming out of the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which also appears like everywhere in like every Star Wars thing now, especially in the video games. I can smell that.
I can smell that room. Yeah.
I can smell that room. Very
explain it.
A bit musty.
Yeah, bit musty, bit oily.
Metallic-y and musty.
Yeah. Kind of like the line for Star Tours. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Or like that waterworks place we went to, Jamie.
Yes, a lot of old steel and dust.
That's what that room smells like.
All right, so we agreed upon this before the podcast that we were only picking 2 pieces of concept art. Here's Jamie's 3rd OT concept art.
Oh, I didn't know Jamie. Oh,
yeah.
Look familiar.
There it is.
So this is another super underrated original one. So this one was another like OT Ralph McQuarrie. Sorry.
What's up in the back?
One. It doesn't matter, but like this is like a like a icon. So they use this across all of Star Wars now. Like this alone is just like a super iconic. Like, hey, we want something to look Star Warsy. Let's make this like gate in like the distance, and boom, here it is. But like it's just one of those ones where they're like, what is like a Star Wars like city village like look like? You're always gonna find something like this in it. And so this was one that I really wanted to like showcase at least a little.
Dude, yeah, big time.
people like peddling their wares / like gambling over here. We have
Like,
like
is that
our
supposed to be
Jedi character? That must be like Luke, like Russian.
Yeah,
in.
I was about to ask.
That's Luke.
Is that Luke on his way to like Jabba's palace or something?
Probably.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
I know this
What's
is
that yak in the back.
I do
Original
yak in
Ethiopian
the back.
The original yak at the
The
back.
yak in the back.
The original yak in the back, baby.
Yeah,
I
I
like the
thought this
guys
one was a
telling
fun
their
one.
wares. This one reminds me of the Acolyte, specifically when
Yeah.
she's getting directions to the thing. That's the gate to Jabba's palace. All right.
Yeah,
And what's
there
the
you go.
name? What's the gate from Force Awakens? The one that that we see in Jakku, Nima Outpost. What does it say? I forget what it says on it. What does the Nima Outpost gate say?
I forget what
What
it
does it
says, but
say?
it also
I
looks
don't
just
remember.
like this.
I thought it said something about a hut. I don't remember if it did
Isn't
or not.
Nima Outpost? Wasn't Nima actually a hut? Like,
Yeah,
isn't it
I think
Nima
it
the
says
Hut.
like Nima the Hut or something like
yeah,
that.
that's like the lore
Yeah.
behind that.
Yeah. Okay, so there
You
we
know?
go. So there you go. That's a cool way to connect that back to the original.
That this was at Jabba's palace, and then it eventually pops up again. So it's Huttese. This is the foundation of the Huttese architecture.
Perfect.
Mm.
Brent, I'm not. I will definitely look
I'm
into that.
very
though.
much looking forward to the Doug book, though. I'll be all over that.
Mm.
I
The
might get
Doug
both.
Chang.
I'll have to
book.
get both. Those are just legendary. All right,
All
let's
right.
find my
What do you got for
OTs. All right, this first one is my
Did you have
favorite.
3?
I have 2 because that's what we agreed on. Boom.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
classic.
this one.
The
This
classic-
one-
Classic.
This one legitimately looks like a painting somebody made in like 1921. Like legit, like on some German theater's like wall, like in the lobby before you go into the movie. You just look over and you see this thing, because that's all they were about, man. Like, oh, look at this automaton, look at this freaky looking robot human hybrid thing.
You know what this reminds me of? Not to cut you off. And it was the point, but remember Argo?
Yeah,
Mhm.
And they,
Yeah.
And they made
I
the
know-
concept art and everything for it.
Yeah, they made the concept art, and they were like at the gate, like making the noises and showing them, like I know that's
Yeah.
the point of what that was for this, but it's so good.
I like R2D2 being very fast. I don't really know why he's like doing that, but he is. He's got his 2
freaking out back
arms.
there.
His 2 arms that he doesn't.
It's like Chopper.
Why'd they get
Yeah.
rid of his arms? It is
It's
Chopper.
Chopper
Like
in
it's very
AB9.
Chopper-esque.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, looking at this original like look for 3PO, like this is what they had in mind beforehand. Like you just see Metropolis. Like this is just Metropolis. Yeah, War of the Worlds, Forbidden Planet, or like specifically Metropolis. Like that's exactly the same kind of thing that we see in that. Like there are so many like early like 20s and 30s. Ooh, Morro Bay, California. This is the very first Ralph painting, and that rock in the background is Morro Bay in California. Wow, Phil.
Yes.
I love that Phil's here
That's
to give us
fantastic. Oh, dude,
Yes.
this is
We
so
need it.
good. This is
It is.
awesome.
Thanks, Phil.
That's
Thank
so
you,
good.
Phil. This is incredible. This is a career highlight. Honestly, talking about concept art with Phil Shostak is a complete career highlight.
We're like
for me.
totally guessing at what to say, and then looking at the
I know.
chat.
We're
Yeah, let's
We're
do
right-
it.
that, like, was that right, Phil?
Let's do that. You know.
So yeah, I mean, what else can you say? This is like just such a good painting. This would be, I think, it's
This
like
just screams
if
Star
this was a
Wars.
Ralph, an original Ralph, this would be the painting I would frame next to the Doug's not Cloud City, the Doug's Naboo Starfighters. Those would be the 2. I'd get like one Ralph and one Doug on my wall.
One Ralph,
This-
one Doug.
This and the Naboo Starfighters, I think, go really well, like go hand in hand,
Yeah.
color palette wise and stuff. I think that would look really cool.
They got to have a whole wing of concept art in the Lucas Museum, right?
Probably, I
We
would
got to
assume
like
so.
rotate it out. You know.
Yeah.
Ralph gets his own wing. Doug gets his own wing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited. Will that be open when we go to Celebration?
It
That's
should
probably
be
why they're
by
doing it in
then.
LA.
Yeah.
We definitely have to go there, dude. We definitely.
That's the only reason they're doing it in
That's
LA.
the question. I would, yeah, probably.
I'm still
You
thinking
wouldn't-
about like the fact that was like Morro, like Bay, like Bay now. Like that's too funny that it's like the big like mountain.
Hmm.
I'm just laughing at it.
I know. I did not know.
Thank
that,
you,
so
Brent.
that's really cool.
Fun fact. Can I share a non-Star Wars fun fact about Morro Bay and Morro
Sure.
Rock?
I've never even heard of Morro Bay.
So, the only reason I know of what that is, I've never been there before in my life. In Cyberpunk, Night City is set in that area of California, like the main thing, and there is an area called Morro Rock, and it's called Morro Bay. There's a radio station called Morro Rock Radio, and anyway, there's a fun fact. There you go.
Wow.
That's the best radio station too, because the creator of the cyberpunk genre, of the RPG, Mike Pondsmith, does like a radio broadcast in universe in the game. It's my favorite station. Anyway, Morro Bay. Inspiration for that. It's too funny. Love to see it.
There it is.
Love to see it.
There it is.
And Pacifica is still
Pacifica. Anyway, Matt, what else you got?
All right, second piece of concept art, and this is so friggin' metal. I saw this and immediately was like, I have to show this to them. This has to be my art. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. I'd seen this before, but every time I see it for the first time, every time I see it, it's like I'm seeing it for the first time. I'm like,
Bendy
wow,
Palpatine.
Dude, look at that. I mean, that's otherworldly. That's something you'd see on the cover of like a heavy metal magazine from like the 1980s. Like this,
he looks like some sort of like ghost. Like he just like grabbed it and it's like,
I mean, he looks almost like he's floating. He looks like he's levitating. I mean, look at him. He looks like a moon for one thing. He looks like Plagueis. He's got like the flat nose. I mean, he's kind of the red eyes. Moons don't really have red eyes, so he looks like a Nemoidian. He's Palpatine was a Nemoidian. But yeah, look at how like just thin and like wraith like he is. He's just very ghostly, and he's shooting out that lightning. And Luke, I mean, first of all, kudos to Ralph, because yeah, your hair stands up when you get electrocuted. Something that doesn't happen in the movies. Just want to point that out. They should have rubbed a balloon in Mark Hamill's hair when they were shocking him. Tiny little oversight. I'm just going to point that out. But no, seriously, look at this. And I love how the window is like one of the few things that remained like all the way through. Like that. It's so iconic. They had to include it. Like from the concept art to, and like, what's that in the background? Is that like a ship being destroyed?
It's the A-wing
Endor,
about to take out.
Somebody again, like somebody crashing.
The executor.
Something there. Yeah, I mean, this is just incredibly cool. Like, just look at that. I could just look at this picture for hours, just stare at it, because it's just
does it belong on the wall?
Yeah, as it turns out. I mean, all of these pictures. I picked all of these pictures because I'm obsessed with them. I would frame all of them if I had enough wall space.
No, that was a really good one.
That's it for the original trilogy. That I had, at least.
At least for now. Yeah.
So, is there a part 2 of that art? Is there
really?
That's the original, and then they changed it.
Hold on.
We don't need to live dig this up right now.
I'm curious myself, but we can.
We'll dig into it.
I'll take a look. I'll see if I can find it. Hey, I found it. I found it very quickly. Here we go.
Okay. Of course you did.
All right. So.
It looks like I have 5 for the sequel trilogy coming up.
Yeah, you do. I don't want to talk about it. You broke the rules. Everybody broke the rules. All right, so this is the original.
Okay.
And then this is the updated version.
Oh.
Did Luke change it all, or just Palpatine?
Look, I don't think Luke doesn't look like all that different.
No. Not
really.
really.
He looks Palpatine.
He looks the same. But yeah, look at that. Though.
The original's wild.
The original is just insane. Yeah, look at that. I mean, the fact that he doesn't even look like the Emperor just makes this, again, like just a crazy thing.
He's just a guy.
Never forget. Empire Strikes Back.
Boom! Look at that.
The original.
Oh, Monkey Man Palpatine.
Doesn't even.
I still have to do my cosplay.
Yeah, we got to work on that. 6 years in the making.
6 years in the making. Oh man, what a 6 years it's been. All right.
Sequel trilogy. Speaking of 6 years, it's been 6 years since the sequel trilogy. Let's do it.
That's crazy. All right. Here we go. AJ sequel 4 to. Where's your sequel 1? Here's your sequel 1.
It's a mess.
Oh, okay.
All
so this is, I guess, early concept of what Starkiller Base was going to look like,
which looks very much like Maz's castle. I don't know if you were going to point that out.
It does. Yep. Good point. I was probably going to bring that up.
And there's snow and lava.
Yeah. So I like how they had like a volcano in the back with the lava. I'm glad they like toned it down. It's very Maz's castle. It's also very Nazi castle.
True.
I guess, which is definitely what they were going for with the First Order.
I wonder why they didn't do like the lava in the snow, because that would have been a pretty unique thing. I mean, especially because like this is probably when Starkiller Base is like breaking up, you know, getting just like we don't really see any lava, do we?
Like you said, when the ground splits between Kylo and Rey, there's like that, but that's not really lava. That's just the planet opening up.
Oh wow! So this is actually just not even based on a story. This is not Starkiller Base. This is not Maz's castle. I mean, this turns out to be Maz's castle down the line. There's no way they didn't use this picture as influence.
And they were like, "Oh, First
castle.
Order / Empire remnant base," you know, of sorts. But
like, look at that.
I like the feel of this, and I feel like what they got with the First Order eventually, like this fits. But you know, they went with more of like a sleeker look, I guess you could say.
Yeah, definitely. But I like the TIE interceptors launching out of this castle.
Which is funny because I don't think we really see TIE interceptors too much, especially in Force Awakens. They have the First Order style TIE fighters, but
you know what's funny? Like looking at this piece specifically again, it's given me a little bit of in the season of Andor, Sayonara. This is kind of what Sayonara looked like. At least the facility. Is like slightly, which is the ties.
They didn't really go for the castle-y look, but yeah, the planet with the TIE
but like the planet reminds me of it. I mean, I know it ended up being Starkiller also, but
this is very like Wolfenstein to me.
Yeah, it's just a scary castle.
So this was based off of
I'm on it, guys. Don't worry, I got it. I got it.
Doing the groundwork. I mean, of course, it is very Vader's castle, right? Like you have the volcano, you have the lava, you have this, you know, old-looking castle building. I don't know what else you'd call that architecture. Gothic.
This is Ralph McQuarrie's Vader's castle.
What's that beast on the cliff?
I don't know, but that's awesome. But look at the three towers. You can see the three towers on there.
You can see the three towers.
Lord of the Rings, the three towers. There they are. Yeah,
there's the three towers.
There they are. Wow,
that's cool.
That is sick. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Phil, for
Phil's giving us a fun fact per.
We're just going nuts.
Piece of art. All right, what do I got next?
What do we got next? You got this.
Oh, okay. So remember earlier, I mentioned how I liked concepts that they then came back to use.
Mm-hmm.
So this idea was cool because in The Force Awakens they had the idea, I believe, of I don't know how they got there, but Kira / ended up being Rey. Rey's original name was going to be Kira with the K, not like in Solo. I don't know if that's how they got Kira's name in Solo. They just were like, oh, let's use that name. But probably. They were going to have the map to Luke on the Death Star debris. And it was underwater, which is kind of what we see in The Rise of Skywalker. Remember, this is for Force Awakens.
And this is super early. We're talking super early. 2013, maybe 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is very early stuff.
So their plan, I don't think I have the Falcon underwater, but their plan was to take the Falcon underwater because it works underwater, I guess, if you just fly in and, you know, it becomes a submarine, which is kind of cool.
Right.
And Rey would have been with, or Kira / Rey would have been with Han going to get this map, which if you go to the next one, Matt, is in the Emperor's throne room. So they didn't just pull that idea out anywhere for Rise of Skywalker. They've
been sitting on that for at least 7 years before the Rise of Skywalker was released. Like that's an OG concept.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
I like the idea of it being underwater. That would have been cool to see in Rise of Skywalker. I know it was in the water, but Rey climbs rather than descends.
Dives. Yeah.
But I can't really do a lightsaber fight underwater. Oh, yes, you could. That'd be kind of cool, actually. But
that would be unique. Would be new.
I don't know how that would work. But it's cool to see the scuba gear and everything. And I don't know what planet they would have had this on. I don't know if it would have been like, you know, a Kefir type situation, or if it was like, I know the original plan for Jakku or the junk planet was like on a water planet, I believe, right, Jamie?
Yeah, there was a lot of water to it. It wasn't necessarily like full water, but it was just like scrapyard with everything else. And so we don't really know where that would have been, but that would have been cool if this was all kind of like the same thing, and maybe that's what would have like kickstarted it. Could have been cool.
Yeah. So we got the throne room, which I just I didn't know of this concept
good to
art
hear.
until the Rise of Skywalker, and I don't know if it was at Celebration Chicago where they were like, "Oh, we had this idea, and this is that." I don't know if that came up then or it was a little bit after someone had mentioned it, but my mind was blown. I was like, "Oh, they had this, in the tank the whole time." So the idea,
Yeah.
tank.
It's funny.
So it's
All
pretty
right.
cool.
Next picture. This is
Okay.
This
So
one's a cool.
controversial. I know that Duel of the Fates, I did not like where that story would have gone. I like what we got, 85% ish, I would say. I won't go into that further tonight, but this idea of Kylo going to Coruscant, which is now deserted, and he had to fight these wolves and everything, kind of like pretty much him going to Exegol in the actual movie. But this concept art was just great. Anything with a wolf in Star Wars, I know we're all fans of big wolves.
Yeah.
Big wolves. These kind of look like what ended up being the Targans in the High Republic.
Oh, I bet that's
I can
probably wow. Actually, that's a good spot because that's definitely the inspiration. There's no way
combination
the
of that
multi-eyed
and,
like lions.
Yeah,
Come on.
And on the steps, heading up to the temple,
in
right?
Coruscant. Yeah,
Is this is Coruscant? Yeah.
Yes.
And the fact that they're kind of like engulfed in like steam and like smoke, you kind of also like combined like with Nameless, and so like that's very cool. Although
Rise of
maybe just
Skywalker-
Kylo Ren caught them smoking.
Rise of
They're
Skywalker
on a
has a
break.
lot of really cool concept art.
It does because
they had a lot of ideas rolling around going into that. I feel
exactly
obviously.
That was probably
a lot of it. A lot of it didn't make it.
Production period was the Rise of Skywalker in terms of like ideas just being thrown out there.
I know. So we have that book upstairs. Jamie and I were looking through these. Well, settling down to go to bed last night. We're going through all the sequel books because we have them all. We're like, oh man, the Rise of Skywalker was chock full of some stuff. So
crazy.
this was one
That's
that definitely caught my eye.
But here's the big one. Are you ready for the big one?
Oh, I know what's coming.
Here we go. Here's our boy.
The Eye of Webbish Bog.
The eye.
Huge.
Matt and I,
The eye.
as well as Jamie, I imagine, are devastated. This didn't make it into the movie.
It didn't even make it into the comic. Why wasn't it in the comic?
Oh, the adaptation, yeah.
Why wasn't it in the adaptation comic?
I know. This would have been something that was so cool.
It's literally like a comic character now.
That beginning scene flows really well.
God, please.
I think everyone agrees mostly that like from the opening crawl to Kylo just mowing people down to going to Exegol to wherever it transitions from there, like meeting Palpatine, like that all works really well. So maybe this in there would have stopped that flow, but like
but
this was such a cool idea. Dude,
come on. A giant spider on top of an elf baby's giant head that rises out of the swamp and gives you riddles? Come on. Put that in the movie.
I know.
Give me a break.
See, I love this, and people are always like, "Oh, I wish that was in the movie. This looks great. This would have been awesome." I feel like if they did put this in the movie, people would have been like, "Oh, that was weird."
Who cares?
Like, I would have liked it. I like when Star Wars is weird. Hell yeah! I mean,
so wait.
I don't like spiders though.
They made it. They made
they did
this entire thing. They filmed scenes, right?
But
they just didn't.
Yeah, I mean, there's I believe there are official photos. If they're not, then I apologize.
I'm looking for them.
I'm pretty sure they're out there.
There's pictures of the actual thing they made. I don't know like what the deal with that is, but
maybe it's hard.
There's another one of Kylo looking out on the lake, and people think it's like actual from the like taken out of the film, but I think it's also just a concept art. Like I don't think they actually.
All right, one sec.
Okay, yeah, so we can say that. I don't know what's safe to say. We've seen it, haven't like I know everything's this movie's 6 years old now, but
I got it.
Yeah, it was in it.
Let's bring it in.
The eye is coming.
Boom.
Like they made that thing. Look at that.
Come on, dude. That's crazy. I thought it's higher quality on my computer.
Kylo has to solve some riddle or whatever math equation, and then
and then his hand like comes out of the water, and he has like the
what's your favorite color? Blue. No green.
No green. Dude, unbelievable. I wish every day I go to bed wishing we got this scene. Every day, every night.
I know.
You think he's joking, but he's serious.
I'm serious. I talk about this all the time, guys. Me and AJ, we are like constantly talking about the Eye of Webbish Bog.
I know.
Oh my god.
We're renaming the podcast to Eye of Webbish Pod.
Yes.
Did someone already take that? Right.
I think
I
that
do
might
it-
be someone's show, actually.
There's no way. If it is, I'm gonna be.
If it is, that's a great
disappointed.
job.
Honestly, if it is, let's get them on the show right now because that's brilliant. Thank you so much. All right, so that's
All right,
your
guys.
concept art.
Yeah.
AJ.
All right, guys.
I didn't have another one.
We need a little palette cleanser, really quick.
All right.
Moment of
Ooh.
silence for this.
Can I just point out that in the images, this is named Baldo Ren.
Mm.
The picture
It
is
is,
called
it's Baldo
Baldo
Ren.
Ren.
That's
It's
how it
Baldo
is.
Ren.
You know, in the book it says something different, but I refer to this affectionately as Baldo Ren. I'm pretty sure everyone refers to this as Baldo Ren.
Bro, how do you
honestly.
think this
Baldo.
looks? How do you think this looks?
I
I
think
don't-
it's hilarious.
I don't think it
because
looks good.
It looks
I don't think it
so
looks
bad. I can't
don't think it
imagine
looks
Adam
bad.
Driver looking good with a shaved head, first of all, at all.
So, funny you mention that because he almost, I believe, got the role for Lex Luthor
yeah, right.
in was it
It
Batman v
would've been
Superman
this.
or what? Would have been that.
Yeah, it would have been the Jesse Eisenberg one. Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't
Um,
even shave Jesse's head for that. So who knows if they would have shaved his head?
But yeah, Baldo Ren, Mona sounds for this, in which they did have like the full costume, which was exactly as it appears in the movie. But yeah. Anyway, so what you're gonna see for my concept art picks for the sequel trilogy are all just like smaller things. They're all character based or like surprise, like costume based, and so they're all pieces from like Jake Clint Davies or Glenn Dillon, which also two Star Wars creators, just artists that I'm just like obsessed with. So Baldo
Good
Ren is
pictures,
just one
right?
of those. Okay, first off, we gotta throw in little side on.
Moody side on.
This
Look at
thing,
sketch.
this sketch is literally referred to just as bar creature.
Bar creature, baby.
I love it
Creature.
so much. But like it's just little side on. There he is just chilling. This one was a Jake Long Davies sketch, I think. So I love to see this because we love side on so much. And he popped up a lot in the concept art along the way. And it's just cool to see like the evolution of him and just like how it came about with just the picking of the characters and whatnot.
I
We
could
should all
just
get
see
that
him
tattooed.
standing in the doorway, just like Mom said it was my turn on the Xbox.
Matt, we're getting this all tattooed on in
Yeah.
the same spot somewhere.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
The back of our
Let's
necks.
do it.
Yep, let's do it right there.
Let me see. Okay. So my other big one that I really, really want to talk about are the Knights of Ren.
Yes.
Ooh.
Knights of Ren are such a sore subject matter for me. I wish that they were in the movies so much more. And we did get the comic run and everything, the few now at this point in time, and I still wish there was so much more. But this was like the first like pass at the Knights of Ren of what we have of them. So this was another just like Glenn Dillon piece. And I remember there was oh gosh, back in like 2018 or so, I got the chance through the 501st to do like a video chat like with Glenn Dillon, and it was a bunch of other people. But like I remember I specifically asked him about the Knights of Ren and what was the inspiration about it, and he said that the goal was it was a band of misguided youths and just like a bunch of just like pretty much the Lost Boys. And I just think that is absolutely hilarious that this was just the vibe he was going for. In the concept art, you'll see that everything is listed as just like a like biker gang. And just like it's just fun. I wish that they were in the movies so much more, and I love the Knights of Ren, and I wish that I hope that we see them again, not just in the comic, because the ones that we have in the comics aren't even the full version of what we got in the movies. It's like a different iteration of all of them.
There's
Which is
definitely room
interesting.
We're
squeeze
seeing
them in the New
Legacy of
Republic
Vader,
era.
too. I would like
can-
that. That's
Slot
fine.
them in.
They can
Put 'em
squeeze
in
them
there.
in somewhere, or
Put them in.
they can do it. They can do it.
Knights
I
of
was
Ren.
going to say, how would that be possible? But yeah, that would
Put
be
them back in. Let me see the Night Buzzard.
Definitely
Let me
possible.
see
right,
the noxious gas coming out of the back of it.
If you're getting the Knights of Ren, I want my Eye of Wevish Bog. They go
Yes,
hand in hand.
I love a Spog.
You're
Knights
getting what
of
you want.
Ren.
I want what I get. What
This
I
is
want.
what we want. But yeah, a lot of the concepts for Kylo were just Knights of Ren. Kylo rejected concepts for Knights of Ren, and it's just like
I like the one that's
like
the Guavian Death Gang. I like the
Yep.
Guavian Death
Just
Gang
the
design
circle.
for Kylo
Yeah.
Ren. Yeah,
That
with
was
the
a good
circle
one.
helmet.
The Guavians, there's some great looks in the sequels. Like
Dude, the
other-
Guavian
the
Death
Guavian
Gang
look
is
so
awesome. It's
Yeah.
such a good design.
good. So good.
There is so much good art.
And even
And-
Sidons, the smallest thing that we made our podcast logo, like Sidon looks so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the character design in the sequel trilogy. Like I could talk about it for years. You guys know about this.
I took that
Anyway.
picture like 10 minutes before I went to bed. That's like me sitting.
This
That's
is
my
actually
point of view
AJ going
sitting
to
in
bed.
You can see the plush Borgs on the dresser in the back.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Speaking of, I have one more concept art to share. The iconic
Yes.
the Porgs getting absolutely murdered.
So sad.
I like that third one in, like, doi.
I love the Porgs. You guys know this.
Oh, yeah.
You guys do at this point in time as well. This art is just so funny to me as well because it was this close to actually like being a moment that happened in the movie.
Can you imagine? Oh my God. The Target exclusive. Yeah.
But everything with the Porgs, like I love how everything came about with them is they literally traveled to Skellig and there's all the puffins flying around and they're like, oh, this is really cool. Like we should like use them somehow. And they're like, all right, we're going to make them these birds. And they made the local birds to be the Porgs. And
they made little whale
I just love it. Yeah. Yeah. It's just so, this art is just so silly. But I just love them so much, and that's all I have to really say about it. But I've always loved the Porgs, and I had to throw at least like one photo of them in. And yeah, like I said, all of my sequel stuff was really like low key. Yeah,
The Porgs are funny. Like,
yeah. Sorry, I put in the Master Codebreaker because it's Justin Theroux, and he got cast as Mr. House. And I think in the new season of Fallout, and I think that is the silliest thing ever. He's playing High Roller in a casino in Star Wars, and now he is literally Mr. House of New Vegas. Like, come on!
I pushed to get this piece in the book.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Lightsaber Ignition didn't make the movie, but yeah, I'm glad it's in
that would have been really sad, but yeah,
I know.
Like, thank you so much for putting it in the book because I love how there's like a full 2-page spread of Porg art actually in the concept art book for The Last Jedi. Like, I think about it all the time, and I couldn't settle on which one I wanted to put in, but that one is just so morbid. It's like, you know what, we gotta.
The Porgs are very beloved, I dare say.
I do. I agree.
People I talk to that, the three of us love the sequel trilogy, but the people I talk to who aren't very fond of it still like the Porgs. Like I've seen them buy the Lego Porg, the buildable one. They always we have the little like Porg figurines that sell. Like they always sell out. People are always buying them.
There's always one nearby in this house.
They're just funny.
I don't know what it is. I mean, they're just
a funny design.
Yeah. I don't know. Like kids like them. Adults think they're funny.
When like everyone does, like whenever I wear Rey, I always try to bring this exact Porg with me because even if like hanging out doing like an event for a charity, and if a kid is apprehensive, they usually they're not going to like approach. Sometimes they'll see the little stuffed animal though, and it's like, oh, you're Star Wars, and they'll ask about the Porg, and so I'll tell them all the stupid information that I have made up about this stuffed animal. Her name is Buttons. She has a family. She likes to like hang out with me, all that kind of stuff. They ask her favorite food, and it varies. It's cheese, it's waffles. It really depends on the day.
Waffles.
Sometimes both. But yeah, it's good. They're collectively well liked, and I love that for them.
Oh yeah,
awesome. And I love Phil. You're talking about the Master Codebreaker with Humphrey Bogart, James Bond, Indiana Jones's white tuxedo jacket. Absolutely.
Yes.
I can't tell you. I love the Master Codebreaker. I love the Master Codebreaker's design. Love the red plum bloom on his lapel.
It's good. It's
that
fantastic.
whole thing is great. I just
he's
love
a fun character.
Yeah, he's a great character for like the 2 seconds he's in it.
He works.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, that's it for your stuff. So let me take a look here. What did I
actually?
All right, so
I don't remember what Matt has.
This one, I really liked this one.
Oh yeah,
it totally evokes.
Look at the lightsabers.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That like definitely a theme for this. I thought this was just like a really, really cool piece of concept art. It's dated to 2013.
Which makes sense.
So yeah,
for the movie.
I love the Falcon hovering over. I love the lightsabers. I love like, is that Finn pointing his blaster at this whatever Kylo Ren was going to be, Skylar, I think his name was in 2013. The green lightsaber. I wonder if that was just like a placeholder color or
always is.
Orange. Yeah, it is kind of orange, isn't it? An orange lightsaber.
Balin skull.
Balin. Oh, man. I believe this one is also by Seth Engstrom, but I'm not entirely sure.
No, Ryan Church.
Oh, Ryan Church right there. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't read the name from where I am. Oh, there's deleted scene stuff for the Master Code Breaker and the Art of the Last Jedi. Damn. What could have been? But this is great. Again, very Ralph McQuarrie, Doug Chang. I was like drawn to it. I was like immediately like, ooh, this is cool. I got to get this one. So another like epic concept art duel.
Yeah, this does look so. With this, I mean, who knows? But this looks like, you know, would have been Star Killer base.
Yeah, probably.
Or just,
but again, in like 2013,
earlier, no story, just concepts. You know.
Yeah. What did he call it? What did Phil call it? Blue sky. I think that's a cool term. I'd never heard of that term before, so that's cool.
I like
that's
that.
what you call like a concept art that just comes
Absolutely
out of
anything.
the ether. You know.
Yeah.
That's really cool. But this one is Seth Engstrom, and this one is probably my favorite piece that I saw for the sequels. This is awesome.
This is your like, favorite scene.
And it literally, you know, took this and made it, you know, almost like
I've talked about this scene to death. I will continue to talk about it until my death. This is like my favorite Star Wars scene of all time. And the concept art for it is just, look at how dynamic that is. Look at Kylo. Like, look at him. He's just like circling him and like taunting him. Yeah, he's like strutting around. He's probably like pacing. He's like angrily pacing like Darth Maul. He's got his lightsaber like just drawn out to the side. He's like yelling. Still. Yeah. And we basically got this. This is a very this one was very like translated, like almost 1-to-1. The idea of a duel in the snowy woods was super early, way before Star Killer base was a thing.
Okay, so
interesting.
That makes sense. Kind of like what I was like, oh, Star Killer, and I'm like, oh, wait, it's probably just, you know, very
well. Yeah, I mean,
story.
That's awesome. But yeah, this I wish I got it in better quality, but
that's still very good.
This is definitely another. And again, look at the lightsabers. They all do the lightsabers like Ralph McQuarrie. It has to be like it has to be a callback. That has to be on purpose.
I like I like the concept art that looks nothing like what we end up seeing, because it's just like oh, what if it's my own what if in my head of like what this could have looked like or whatever.
Yeah, like this.
Then I also love when it's
what if.
Yeah, and I also like when it's one for one, like, oh, that's what we see in the movie. Like that's impressive, honestly, when they can
concept art's so good that they had to just like put it in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's make this real.
I'm sad that I'm sad it restricted us to 2, and then Jamie and I didn't follow because I wanted to see what Matt could keep.
Look, we all really like didn't follow the rules on like all of them somehow.
This was
guess what? I have
guess what? Matt has more for the sequels.
Yeah. Right now.
Yeah, right now.
There
right
it is.
now?
There's
now.
I have 3. I really like this because it's a scene that we didn't get in the movie, but it's a scene that we know happened, right? Like, how did Finn get to Nema Outpost? He probably hopped in a junk speeder heading towards.
He didn't walk.
Yeah,
it was pretty far.
He was thirsty.
He was so thirsty.
He drank
true.
The butt water.
He did drink the butt water.
I guess it wasn't butt water. You know, the gross animal water.
The Happabore water.
But I love this because it's depicting a scene that we could have gotten. You know, this looks straight out of like the movie almost. You know, this looks like almost like it's a shot from the film itself. And I love these guys. Who the hell are these guys?
I like them like looking at. I'm like, who the hell are you in the middle of the desert?
Who is this guy dressed in all black in the middle of in the desert, dude? Did you know that's a bad idea? You know that's not what you're supposed to do.
Hey, buddy, do you want to ride?
Yeah, right.
I like that speeder.
Yeah, I do too.
It is very Mad Max-esque.
You're right.
Those guys look very Mad Max.
They do.
Mad Maxian.
So with the goggles and everything. Yeah. And this piece of concept art is.
Oh yeah.
This is the OG. This is actually, no kidding, how I heard of Phil Shostak. Because I followed him on Twitter and he made a post from the Art of the Last Jedi
What year was this?
Had to be 2017. I literally have the
16,
screenshot
17.
saved on my phone from that like night where I was like, oh my god, this is huge.
This is your Phil origin story?
This is my Phil origin story, so it's insane that he's actually here. Let me see if I can find it. I probably
it does look Malicos-esque too.
But I love this piece because it's way back in the day. Like this is very early on in
January 17. No,
I can't tell. Let me hold on. I know I have them saved somewhere.
I don't know. If it was super early, Luke, it's we're talking pre-TFA.
So is the post Matt is talking about like a throwback reshare of this, or like what?
I think it's when Matt saw this on what, Reddit or something?
Yeah, no, on Twitter.
Back in when?
But this has to be. I saved this in 2018.
Okay.
I have one shot. You can't see the screen. I have one shot of Phil on Twitter posting about this specific piece of concept art that was
it was a reshare.
Sure. This was a post. This was a post from Phil.
Well, yeah, but like this art is much older than 2018. Like
it's from May 2013, and it's stuck.
Okay.
Maybe it's not. Well, anyway.
There you go. Anyway, yeah.
It's from 2013. Yeah, this was super early Luke. This is like back when George was still part of the project, and Luke was, as he's described in the Art of the Last Jedi book, a Colonel Kurtz type, which will always stick in my mind because that is very close to what we got in The Last Jedi. Like, no joke. January of 2013. Like this is ancient. This is ancient concept art.
Very old.
Look at that. But that's what Luke would have been, no matter what, in any version of the sequels. Luke would have been in exile, a grumpy Colonel Kurtz type fella who you need to find and get out of his funk. You know,
yeah.
What were you gonna ask?
No, you keep going.
That was it. That was all I had.
Okay.
This is her. This is OG Hermit Luke from 5 years before the Last Jedi. You know,
I like your Hermit Luke.
4 years before the Last Jedi.
I like that Phil was part of this.
This was what I hadn't heard of this. I hadn't known about this, and Phil was the one who posted it on Twitter. And
in
I
2013, or this was a repost from talking about something from 2013 in 2018.
Yes.
This was a post he made from the Art of the Last Jedi book in 2018. An excerpt with the concept art included. It's not a repost. It's an original post that he just made with a picture from the Last Jedi book. The Last Jedi.
Did we never see this art until the Last Jedi book came out?
No.
Okay. That's what I was trying to wonder.
But that, and then what Phil said, the art was made in 2013.
Right.
But it wasn't publicly available until the book in 2018.
Exactly.
Gotcha. We got there. We got there, guys.
That was hard.
There. Thank you for being here, Phil, in the chat.
Yes, Phil. This is it. This is. I can't tell you how funny that is. That you're here right now, and I had this piece of concept art waiting in the wings to talk about.
No.
And it was all like you know.
The origin story is actually Star Wars Celebration 2022. Friday night, we accidentally ran into Phil and Kristen Baver. Kristen commented on my tech jacket. I turned around and I was like, "Oh my god, you're Kristen Baver!" And I gave her a card. We were talking about
God knows what.
And then Kristen was like, "Oh, can he have one too?" And I'm pretty sure we gave you a card, Phil. If I didn't, please let me know and I'll send you one.
What was the card?
We didn't know who you were. It was our postcards.
Right.
Anyway,
double part origin story. This was Matt's origin story.
This was my origin story. This is how I heard of Phil back in 2018 when he's posting about the books.
When we do part 2, Phil, can you come on?
Yeah, let's get Phil on for part 2. But
might as well. I
unironic.
mean, we don't know what we're talking about, so we might as well get the master.
According to him, he knows way too much about this stuff, which isn't possible.
This is just a highlight of our favorites, okay? And it was barely.
This is the pilot.
So it was a pilot. It was.
I'm the pilot.
The X-wing pilot.
Sure.
I'm
you know, there was Starfighter news today, guys.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Did you know there was Starfighter news?
Can we get some concept art?
Can you get? Yeah, sure.
Waiting on that. We'll do a Starfighter concept art episode in the future. There it is.
Look at that.
Somebody trace over that.
This has been a look into some of our favorite concept art pieces, a bunch of chatter about Starfighter in the beginning, and just a bunch of nonsense along the way. Again, thank you guys for tuning in tonight and hanging out with us in the chat. Thank you to Phil Stosak for being in the chat as well, for giving us all the extra info about our favorite concept arts and more. We'll be back on the stream in a couple weeks with just like more Marauder business. And you guys have matching hats.
Now
that's so cute. One. No, it's just you two. You guys can match. That's so cute.
You have your Amidala headband up there.
I do. Hang on. Wait.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go. We like the Phantom Menace.
If you couldn't tell.
They made an EOP hat.
May the force be with you too, Phil.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. This has been the Marauders. We'll see you guys next time on the Marauders podcast. Goodbye, everybody.